Before colonial borders carved Africa into pieces, before foreign flags rose over its mountains, there was a land of kings. High in the western highlands of Cameroon, among rolling hills and fertile volcanic soil, powerful kingdoms rose. Organized, artistic, spiritual, and politically advanced. This is the story of the Grassfields Kingdoms of Cameroon, a civilization of fauns, warriors, secret societies, and sacred power. In the Grassfields, leadership was not ordinary. Each kingdom was ruled by a faun, a sacred king who was not just a political ruler, but the living bridge between the people, the land, and the ancestors. The faun controlled land distribution, justice, diplomacy, and military defense. But his authority was not absolute. Power was balanced through powerful regulatory societies like the Quiffin, secret institutions that enforced tradition, advised the king, and maintained order. This was not chaos. It was structure. It was governance. It was civilization. Among the greatest of these kingdoms was the Bamum Kingdom, centered in Fumban. Founded in the 14th century, it expanded through strength and diplomacy. But its golden age came under the visionary ruler Ibrahim Njoya. King Njoya was extraordinary. He invented a writing system for his people, he developed a constitution, he modernized administration, he built a palace that still stands as a symbol of royal authority. At a time when Europe was expanding into Africa, the Bamum Kingdom was innovating from within. To the south and west, powerful Bamileke chiefdoms flourished, including Bandjoun and Bafut. These were not small villages. They had structured taxation systems, military organization, highly skilled artisans, advanced agriculture and regional trade networks, royal masks, elephant symbols, bead-covered thrones, carved wooden sculptures. Each object carried political and spiritual meaning. Power here was visible, but it was also deeply symbolic. In the late 19th century, German forces arrived. The Grassfields Kingdoms did not collapse quietly. The Bafut Kingdom became known for its resistance during early German expeditions. Though colonial rule eventually imposed external authority, the internal systems of the kingdoms endured. When Germany lost World War I, Cameroon was divided between France and the United Kingdom. Yet even under foreign rule, the fauns remained custodians of tradition. They adapted. They negotiated. They survived. One of the most powerful forces in the Grassfields was not the army, but tradition. Masquerades were not entertainment. They were spiritual authority in motion. Secret societies enforced laws, protected sacred customs, and ensured the king governed responsibly. Power in the Grassfields was never purely political. It was spiritual. It was ancestral. It was communal. The Grassfields Kingdoms became centers of artistic brilliance. Bronze sculptures, beaded royal regalia, elephant tusk carvings, architectural palaces built with symbolism in every pillar. Agriculture flourished. Trade routes expanded. Wealth accumulated. These kingdoms were not isolated. They were economically active and culturally influential. Today the kingdoms still exist. The fauns still rule, not as political heads of state, but as cultural guardians. Festivals continue, masquerades dance. Royal courts sit in judgment. The Grassfields Kingdoms are not relics of the past. They are living institutions, proof that African governance, artistry, and political sophistication long predated colonial rule. In the mountains of western Cameroon, kings once ruled with elephant symbols and sacred masks. But they also ruled with law, counsel, and structure. And their legacy still echoes across the hills.